Hey everybody, welcome back to another monthly market report, this time reviewing the stats for real estate in the Central Okanagan for October of 2024. So what has happened over the last month? Surprisingly, actually, there has been a pretty significant positive change for the real estate market throughout the entire month. And you'll really get to see this when we go into the statistics of what's happened real estate-wise the last month. But first, I want to go over the reason why I think we've seen this significant positive change. The first reason definitely has to do with the fact that inflation in September went down to 1.6%, which is below the Bank of Canada's target rate that they were aiming for of 2%. So because of that, in late October, the Bank of Canada decided to decrease the overnight interest rate 50 basis points, lowering the overnight interest rate to 3.75%. Now, although I feel like we still have a little ways to go, and hopefully we go there in a slow, steady manner so it doesn't increase interest rates or cause us to have to stall out on the lowering of the rates. I just feel like this downward trajectory of interest rates, the fact that we have a ton of inventory and, prices for the most part have kind of stalled out, and in my opinion, prices have definitely bottomed out. I believe that all of these factors have really finally allowed buyers to feel confident enough to re-enter the market. And you're gonna definitely see that when we look at the stats. But it just further solidifies my assumption that 2025 is gonna be a great balanced year for real estate for both buyers and sellers. Right now, I still believe it's an incredible time for a buyer entering the market. For sellers, probably not so much. It is getting better, but I think that spring of next year is gonna be a perfect time if you're planning on listing your place to get onto the market. Although if you don't listen now, you can't sell now. I think we're gonna even see a stronger rebound in the market of spring of next year with us entering a balanced market, prices flattening out, maybe with a slight increase, and just activity overall definitely increasing across the board. So now let's look at the stats. To start off, the absorption rate has climbed up to 10.4%. So still we are in a buyer's market. A buyer's market is anywhere under 12%, trending towards that balanced market. I do believe that probably November, December, January are going to be a bit slower of months. Maybe we'll see another stronger November than we previously saw because October had a significant increase. But generally the November, December, January are historically year after year our slowest months. But we will see again. I think we're going to have an early start to the spring market next year, and it is going to be stronger. But trending towards a balanced market, which is kind of what everyone hopes for. It's what we hope for, too deep into a buyer's market, too deep into a seller's market. It just alienates one half of the real estate pool. So first, let's look at sales. We had a 30% increase from sales of last month and 30% increase from sales this time last year with 409 sales in the month of October. The average sales price from this time last year saw overall not really any change. It was less than 1% of an increase. An average sales price for all products of $763,651. The list to sell ratio is kind of remaining where it has been. People are still probably listing a bit high and sitting on the market, which is causing for buyers to get a bit better deals because the list to sell ratio is 95.56%. And now let's look at the average price for individual product. And again, across the board, we saw a positive increase from the month of September. Condos up 5.78% to an average price of $489,042. Townhouses increased in their average sales price 5.91% to an average price of $715,513. And single family homes saw an increase of 3.27% to an average price of $1,086,399. Properties are sitting on the market almost 20% longer than this time last year with an average of 69 days on market, which definitely is quite a bit longer than we're used to. I feel like the average here in the Okanagan when the market is stable and steady is between 40 and 50 days. But as per usual, we have a ton of inventory. We have 9.5 months of inventory. It's up over 26% from this time last year with 3,927 units currently listed. So as you can see, positive changes across the board. It would be pretty unusual if November kind of saw the same thing. I think there'll be probably slightly up from this time last year in November, but I don't think it will be as significant as in October. But who knows? We are in a buyer's market. You definitely can feel more buyers coming. There's quite a lot of purchases and deals going on. You're starting to see some product that's been sitting on the market for quite some time, like all summer, finally starting to move. So we will see. Again, still an opportune time for buyers. I think sellers are going to see their time come not in terms of a seller's market, but in terms of a balanced market when we hit the spring. But again, if you have any questions on what I'm telling you, you have some questions about the stats, you want to learn a little bit more about our market here, make sure you subscribe. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is on the screen right now. Call me, text me, email me, and I'll be happy to sit down and have a chat with you and see how I can help you out. Again, my name is Boholij, your Okanagan real estate professional and relocation specialist. This was my monthly market update, and I will see you in the next video.